Hello, and welcome to the very first and not very organic intro. We're going to the Memorial Grove and talking to Hekarro, I think his name was. I think.
Let her pass. Outlander, Chief Hekarro and Marshal Kotallo await you within.
Thank you. Thank you for delivering that message. Ooh, extra dialogue.
Once it's done, I'll be able to access the chamber below Hekarro's.
Oh, are you the side quest person that I did earlier? Yeah, Natika.
I was hoping we'd run into each other.
Spider says hi to YouTube.
Blood and bleeding mark.
Natika. So you did it.
So the more side quests I would have done, the more people that would be here.
It wasn't an easy choice, but yes. After you left, we laid Kentuck to rest, and I thought about what he said. He served his clan, his tribe, as best as he could. I have to do the same.
I'm sure he'd be proud.
And he'd reprimand me for allowing myself to be distracted.
Distraction.
Can't have that.
Thank you again, Aloy. Strike true as the 10.
And you have a good day too. This way. Boop.
Outlander.
Yo.
The chief awaits you in the arena, past the throne.
Irina. We don't like the sound of that. Ooh. Why is he awaiting me in the arena? Why does he want me in the arena? I'll beat his face. I'll beat his face real good. But not after dying like 50 times.
It's another part of the ruins. Turned into a fighting ring.
One sec, taking your shit. There we go. Ooh, Tanacht Marshal.
This could be
Which I
useful.
bet looks like this, but in different colors. Actually, no, it's a bit different. So this is Survivor. A marshal must be adept at survival in the wilds, as well as turning the weapons of machines against them. This armor helps with both. If it was upgraded, perhaps. Right now, it's just meh. I'm already a Tanacht. Ooh. I'm gonna have to fight down there, aren't I? Oh, you know it.
Hey, look. It seems you've had to move mountains to bring the Sky Clan to heel.
Hey.
Literally.
Kotallo helped.
Yes. Tekote reprimanded for all the clan to see. You both served well. But now the cool route is at hand. Some have come to compete, others to bear witness. They know Regalla will come for me.
I'll do whatever it takes to hold up my end, as long as you remember yours.
So Regala's gonna be here.
So what's the plan?
Kotallo,
There are only two viable ways to attack the arena. Through the throne room you just passed, and by the trail on the north end. We've set up barricades at both. But if Regalla means to assault the cool route with machines, she will have to attack by the trail.
you will join our defenders there,
Then she probably won't attack that way.
and I'll have my marshals. You will be free of my service and receive your reward. Make whatever preparations you must. Once the cool route begins, you must see it through.
Long quest. Well, it's a good thing that I just started this video then.
The grove, the arena, it's all part of the same ancient structure?
Yes. Here the land remembers the sacrifice of the 10. Their deeds commemorated for eternity.
Sacrifice.
The visions tell us that on the ground below, they gave their lives in a fight against machines. We honored them by holding the cool route where they fell.
And where will you be?
I know where I'll be. What about you two?
I will be here with the chief, where I belong. Should the fight reach us, we will take the blood owed for our fallen.
If it comes to that, the defenses will hold.
They probably won't, if I know how these go. Alright, let's get
Let's get
started.
this over with.
Good. You'll find Deca at the north barricade with the rest of our defenders. Strike true as the 10. I'll see you when this is done.
Okay. Go to the north barricade, which I guess is this way.
This will be a real show of strength.
The marshal shall stand again.
There's the outlander. Regala will come. It'll take more than courage to prevail.
You're watching his.
A lot of people talking.
Mr. Coates.
Ooh, optional dialogue. Who is it?
Look, Easterner.
Oh, yo.
I think the Sky Commander himself would be joining us today.
If there's a chance my challengers will be facing Regala, it is only right their commander join in their fate.
Can't wait to see you die here.
Save face after what happened at the Bulwark.
Careful now. Sometimes sharp wits bring out sharp spears.
I'd save my spear for Regala's troops, if I were you.
In short, get fucked. Okay. Right. Okay, I guess this is the way.
Okay. Hikaru's defenders should be at the end of this trench.
When can I fly animals? I want to fly animals.
We are not alone in this fight.
Deca, how you doing? Oh god damn. Whip.
Focus on the machines. Take them down. And Regala's forces become no different from our own.
Yes, Chaplain.
Watch each other's backs. Dismissed.
Alternatively, get machines of your own.
Our soldiers are ready. They will defend the cool route from below. But from above...
Not bad. Where did you get it?
One of our squads ripped it off a fallen machine. The honor is yours.
I like guns.
Regala may
Sometimes.
have her tricks, but you will show her our teeth.
What if she doesn't attack? What then? Ropes.
Dana! The cool route is upon us! Our struggle demands new blood! New leaders! Release the quarry! Challengers, approach!
Fight the machines.
All who take down a machine shall be named Marshal. Remember the 10. Strike from the air as they did and seize your glory.
You can all repel too? Yay. Brings me back to my calling days of the first game, where everyone died. Well, the proving, not the calling. What do your elf eyes see? Machines!
Here they come!
Render that weapon.
Hold them back! Defend the cool route!
Any of these new? I mean, I could... Ideally, I could, turn one of the Claw Striders. Jesus Christ. Why even move when I don't need to? I probably should have dodged all those times. Okay, might want to move my focus in here. Of course you have a fucking gun too. Put your gun down. Put it down. Bad. There's another weapon? Oh, hell yeah! Fire Reaper. Oh, I was wondering how they were being set on fire. Do 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 do. Oh, hi, it's one of you. I was hoping I can get your tusks off, but so many dead soldiers. I mean, probably, unless they get back up. Oh, I'm out. Go and take out this one, or don't. No, 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 no. Nope. I can't pick it up and shoot in time. There we go. How many are there? Where is she? She snuck in, right? She took the main entrance and snuck in? Invisibility attack or something? Alright, I need to get another one. I need to get another one. There we go. This is machine killing. Okay. Yeah, pretty fun. Of course it can't be all of them.
There.
They would send scouts first, before the big boys. To weaken us. Is that it? Oh, don't tell me that's the frickin' snake again.
Hold the defenses.
Although I don't know if the snake could burrow. Die! Yeah, I knew I'd have to fight in here. I knew it. Look at all these unrendered textures because we're on the PS4. That's one way to do it. Okay. Did you walk up behind them? So you're probably gonna kill him. Oh, they're climbing. How? The thing was moving pretty fast. Logic. It's one shot. I'm gonna get distracted by a machine. Yeah, and she's go- oh, you again. I've already killed 3 of you.
Get to the weapon! If I can draw that thing close, open fire! Hey! That's right, over here, you big worm!
Alright.
Stay down and catch up to Regala. Hopefully the Tenakth will fire a few shots from that ballista.
Okay, fire, ice, and plasma. I got ice. And I got some fire. Wait, what are its weak points? I should know that first. There's a snake in my arena. Okay, so, weak points. They're detachable, good to know. That's detachable, and I can get a key component, and it'll be destroyed if I don't, so I should probably take that out. Chain reaction if I had plasma, which I don't. Explosive. Could be worth my time. Chain reaction with electricity. Chain reaction with purge water, which I don't have. And acid, which I do, but like they're... can't even see what they are underneath everything. Detachable. Weak point. Explosive. Detachable. Ooh, that's the weapon, right? Yeah. So I should take those off. Okay. So the little mouth grinders take off and the snake rattle thingy take off. Okay. Okay, nope.
I'm in position! Let's bring this thing down!
And how do you plan on we doing that? Okay.
Lining up the shot!
Yeah, you keep doing that. And I'm already out of these arrows. Okay.
Here goes nothing!
No, here goes something. Shoot. Did you miss? That looked like you missed. Okay. Okay. Going up in the air. Okay, 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 okay.
Get the machine away from the ballista!
How?
Lining up the shot!
I'm not gonna hit. It's moving too fast. Yeah. Okay. Jesus. I'm not gonna get to throw this in time. Nope. Don't even bother. Okay, okay. Go. Okay, just go somewhere. Just go somewhere. Okay, back on the floor where I can deal with you. Ish. I lied. I can't deal with you. No. Okay, no. Moving too fast. That's gonna miss, yeah. Ah! I like the disc launcher, but it's slow. I'm kind of stuck, so you do you. I'm not gonna be able to hit that. Jesus. God. Can't move. Dad. Okay. You were killed by a Slitherfang. Its main weakness is frost. You got it. And now I'm going to drink some tea while I wait. Back with food. I died. Welcome back. We're dying to the snake again.
Hopefully the Tanakh will fire a few shots from that ballista.
Or you could miss. That's an option too. Cool. Yeah, whatever. I feel like I can't really avoid much. At least I specifically can't. Why are you not getting frozen from this? Yep.
I can't get a good shot. Get the machine away from the ballista.
Oh, okay, okay. 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 Did you? Nope. Come on. Okay, good. It's down. Okay, now tear it off. Come on. No, no! Okay, I got one hit in the tail. Yeah.
Gotta reload!
Okay, stuck. Maybe I should freeze you again. Maybe that's a good idea. I'm not gonna get that shot. I'm not gonna get that shot. Nope. Uh-huh. Okay, now we can heal. Because. But yay, cooking food! Regala attacked the cool root as we expected her to, but she did it with a burrower thingy that exploded. And now we're here fighting a snake. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. We're on to something, I think. Did we? I feel like we got rid of some of that. Can't make any more, so... You know what? Since I don't need the bomb one, I'm gonna get rid of it. Yes, that's exactly what they did. Also, why don't I have it? Oh, I do. It's a shock. No, this. Why don't I have one on this? I guess better acid defense? Because it already has bad acid defense? Weapons. The javelin wouldn't be the worst idea. Explosive. Over the there we go. Yeah, figured as much. Alright, let's get back to freezing your ass. We're doing well, he says while getting destroyed. But... Okay, okay, wait, what do I want? What do I want? Take off the... These. Going too fast. Okay, go for the tail as soon as he's done wrapping. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Okay, pick up that weapon. Oh, I did actually drop some. That's not good. Okay.
How do you like me now?
Okay, okay, okay. Okay, where's the other one? Where's the other one? Just hide. Okay. I could probably throw a disc at that. It's gonna miss, of course. Okay, you're gonna do that big shocking thing that kills me. Yeah. No, no. No! Jesus fucking Christ. I'm gonna die! Oh, we were close. We were close. I gotta try again and I'm all demoralized and shit. Fuck's sake. It's that one attack, it's... Yeah, I was trying to look for something to launch me, but there was nothing nearby. Alright, let's try again. Frost, cleaving, javelin. Do I have anything for shock damage? Because that is fucking me up with that. Not much. Now I gotta get those parts off again! Alright, you do that. I'm going to... it's frozen but not down, which is just lovely for me. What are you shooting at?
Still in this fight.
Alright, gonna do it again. I'm gonna die. There we go. Freeze him up. That's cool. Good for you. Come on. Load. That's it for them.
Taking the shot!
Okay, it's knocked out, which is good. Let's...
Got it! Reloading!
Did that even hit its mark? Probably not. She was stuck for some reason. Okay. Jesus. And you're back up there, which means I should hide, because you're going to do the same thing over and over again. I'll take a swig of my tea until it's done.
Machine's too close. I can't fire.
I'm glad you enjoyed your food, Oni. Alright. Oh, that's... yeah. And now I'm going to be stuck. Let's try and freeze you again. Of course you would. Good, down, good. Okay, get the Terra one out and get to its tail. Although I don't even know if that's hitting the right spots. Okay. Yeah, I would. Gonna do the tail. Well, there goes that jumpy pole. Okay, so one of them is missing. Good, so that's on the ground somewhere. I feel like you can't really avoid that. I'm gonna be stuck. Good, frozen. Get equipment. Right now. You can do this, me. It dropped the weapons somewhere, but I can't find them. Supply crate. Supply crate. Supply crate. Where are the weapons that was dropped? I guess they weren't dropped at all. Okay, whatever. Yeah. Oh, I don't want that. And there goes my jumpy, of course. You ass. Okay, you got this, me. Or you could just do that again and stop me from shooting for 5 seconds. There, down. Okay. I'm gonna go for your gob this time. Okay, dead. I'm drinking, I don't know, regular tea. Like berries, kind of. Yay.
Finally. I hate those things.
I hate them too, Aloy, with a passion.
Katana. I gotta get to them.
We searching for stuff though. One sec. I can't wait till I can find those out in the wild. That's gonna be fun. Unless I can't. But they do have specific resources, so maybe I can. I just need to finish this real quick. Because I needed a moment of just like, yay, I did that, and it took like half an hour. Okay. Boop. Let's, yep. And... Alright, whatever, let's go say hi to our lovely fellow. Who's probably dead, if I'm being honest.
Champion, get to the chief!
Oh, alright.
Here they come.
Should I fight? So he's definitely gonna die, because she's an antagonist, she has to stay alive until we beat her. He's a supporting role, he has to die to give us meaning, like more reason to beat her. Right? That's what's gonna happen? No, maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. Someone shoot her.
I'll be back with everything I have.
Shoot
And
her.
all who stand with Hikaru
Now.
will be run red.
She's right there and has no defenses. Ugh.
At attention. You fought well. Proved yourself against enemies both metal and flesh. I name you all Marshal.
Cool, me
Your
too.
first order is to secure the arena from any remaining rebels. Go.
So basically anyone who survived that was like, okay, you're being promoted.
I failed. I should have finished Regala.
She was right
Now
there.
she'll be back with more machines. Stronger than ever.
I'll do what I can to help.
No, you've done enough. Far more than our bargain called for.
I want her dead
When
anyway.
we first met, you spoke of your true mission on which all depends. I wasn't certain if I believed you then. But I believe in you now.
Thank you.
So leave me. And get to your task.
What will you do?
Tend to the wounds. What you need is there. Take it. Your deeds today will be remembered like those of the 10.
I mean, I died to a snake like 50 times, but otherwise, yay, we did stuff. So this is one of them down. One of the 3.
This is it. Aether's below.
Then below we go! Just drop, Aloy. Just drop. Jesus. Memorial Grove. Let's see what be around here. Alright.
Come on, Aether. Time to go home.
So this should calm down the storms a little bit.
Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Oh, birdies.
Master override activated. Restoring ether subordinate function to original code.
Restore to default, please and thank you.
Got it. Now to get this back to Gaia.
Well, that felt easier than Minerva's mortality questions.
All of the visions are changed, and this one just arrived.
Oh, did the videos get fixed? Alright, let's have a look-see. Ooh, Coming! I'm coming. I'm coming. New videotape. Oh, the White House. House of White.
The visions throughout the grove are different now. And this one, it just appeared.
They're fixed.
Is this your doing?
Visions have changed.
That's the one that inspired Chief Hekarro.
More testimony of the old ones.
I mean, you might not love what you see, depending.
Hear now the words that reunited a people. Following the tragic events of the war, Anne Faraday, the chief architect of the reconciliation effort, addressed a nation in need of hope.
If we look into the future, the lens of the recent past, our fears loom. Wars waged against machines, scarcity of food and water, storms that drive us from our homes. But true courage means facing those fears with conviction instead of cynicism. Leading the peacekeeping effort with these brave men and women, these marshals of the new Southwest, has strengthened my conviction that when we are united, we can overcome any threat. Join me. Join us in that conviction as we strive for a nation and a world without want or war.
Ah, they learned about salutes. Okay. Oh, then I wasn't paying attention. Ah.
Reporting for duty, Commander. I'm coming with you.
But
More friends?
Hekarro needs you.
More friends?
Because of you, he has new marshals.
Am I going to get at least one person from every tribe that I go to? Because we got Varl and Erend from the first game. We got Zoe from the Utaru tribe. We possibly will be getting Kotalo, Motaro, from the Tenakth. What other tribes are there? But I assume what we might... that's interesting. The newly appointed marshals did that. Oh.
And a rallying cry the clans cannot ignore. So I will stand with you on your mission.
Do you want to find out about the past?
Whatever is left of my life.
In space?
It is what I choose.
How can I say no to that? Zoe, there's someone who wants to join us. I need you to meet him in the foothills and guide him the rest of the way.
Will do, Aloy.
We're actually
Go to the
building an
mountains,
alliance.
west of Plainsong. A friend of mine will meet you on the ascent.
Oh god, that means the base is going to get attacked at the end, isn't
I'll
it?
join you when I can.
A friend of yours. Should be interesting.
I have friends. They're all extremely dangerous, but very cute and fun. Although Varl did shave, so... yeah. Some of them have disappointment.
Alright.
But only because he shaved.
Her back to Gaia. Seems like capturing it did something to the other holograms, too. Might be worth checking out.
Sure. I mean, they're all here. Might as well check them out. Which would be this way, outside the throne room. It's good that, you know, it's proper holograms. Would have been funny if it was like anime or something like Undertale, though.
Whether at home or abroad, JTF-10
Those textures, though.
critical to the insurrection.
There we go.
Deep in the jungle, concealed by mud and darkness, they laid their traps for their enemies.
My strength is yours. In the name of the 10.
So, oh no, the next area, the next AI that we get, that's Las Vegas. I was about to say, so this is Las Vegas, huh?
Discover how JTF-10 claimed home field advantage in the desert.
It's like the Overwatch first like animated story video.
All across the desert. Where others feared the Mojave's raging sandstorms, JTF soldiers used them for cover, crippling enemy supply lines.
Sick.
The grid of JTF-10 in the mountainous regions of the trained to outlast, conditioned for any climate. JTF-10 were elite defenders in even the most remote mountain landscapes.
Oh, they were. I thought they were called the 10 because there were 10 of them, but no, it was JTF-10. Although there could be 10 of them. I don't know.
Aloy. A word, if you will?
Out in the field or
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Joint Task Force 10 acted as one.
Oh, I did these in the wrong order. I should have done it all the way through. Joint Task Force 10.
Led by Colonel Edward De La Hoya, their bodies and weapons were always honed for battle. Meals, ink, bruises.
Aloy.
These daredevils of the sky shared it all.
Honor and strength.
Honor and strength. You won't
Dekka, I'll be doing your story on my own, I'm afraid. I'm sure it'll be interesting, but they're like the side missions are just expanding at this point, and I really don't want to be playing this for 2 months. I love it, but I don't want the raffle to go on that long, and I would love to know where this is going. And I'd love to be able to check Twitter safely without spoilers. Ew, stretch the bones, stretch the bones. Ugh. There we go. Also, Oni, Spider, do you want to do the game thing on stream or off? I didn't bother to ask since I'm already here. I'll let that be up to you two, really. Either way, yes, tonight. After, I mean, in the next hour, honestly. We only have an hour of recording left, roughly. Well, either way works. Oh, do you want to play a game that we said we play on or off stream? I do not mind. We have like an hour left of recording for this. So an hour left of regular stream. Do you want people hearing your voices or not? Is basically the actual privacy question. Because I assume we will have to talk. I mean, Oni, you've been on stream. Okay. Okay, which means the data points are down here. And there's also one lower because they're all... Outfit. Change back to regular old anointed. Oh, there are words. Scroll, damn you. Let's see. What? I did the salute. I don't care. Just a warning, the stream will be in German and French. You certainly can try. Lots of shib and melt. We say tabarnak over here. Tabarnak. I mean, both of you do stream as well. I mean, only hasn't streamed in a while, and for some reason, Twitch won't let me know when Spider is.
Like this?
Erend!
Oh, you're not waving a hammer around, Erend. Try a gentler touch.
Yeah, my big sausage fingers don't really do gentle, okay?
Bring it back. Trace the line.
They're learning computers!
Right. Other right.
I just saw it. It's the one Aloy found up north. Gotcha. They call it a concussion beat party or something. Yeah, now that's music.
Aloy!
Okay.
Erend, you're all better. And you're here.
Well, the world only goes on if you can do your thing. We learn fast enough, we help make that happen. You want all the backup you can get, right?
And she
we still
didn't.
have much training to do, of course. One does not become hunter in a day.
Each seed grows at a pace of its own. Doesn't mean it won't bloom. You should know your Tanakh friend arrived.
Yay.
Kotallo.
I heard their warriors drink people's blood. I want to sleep with one eye open.
Ah, he's a lovely chap.
I think he's seen enough blood for a lifetime.
Yeah.
I showed him to one of the rooms. He seems to appreciate the privacy.
Looks like you've got things under control. I should get this to Gaia.
Right. We'll keep on training. Catch up as fast as we can.
I'm seeing glyphs in my dreams already.
Well,
That's the bleeding effect.
While you've been off gallivanting around, I've been working with Gaia to find out more about the land gods. So from where I'm standing, you're in need of some training. Come along.
I don't think it's that kind of training, but okay. Hey, bud. Alright, cool. Often, when you return to your base, dialogue with your companions will update as you progress through the main story. New dialogue is indicated by an exclamation point.
Call themselves vegetarians.
From what I'm reading, all the old ones wanted to eat was this stuff called chocolate.
Yes! Let's talk to these people. I like this.
Wow, this place is starting to come alive.
Yeah, and Gaia placed all the data she got from your focus into that.
To be fair, it's recording at all times, so that's fun.
The focuses you gave us, we'll be able to access it at our own pace. You know, learn and train. And if you need us, we'll be there to fight at your side.
Got it. Thanks, Varl.
Your companions.
I'm guessing you've spoken with Kotallo?
I wanted to pay my respects
The
for
companions.
those who fell when we were ambushed at the embassy. Told him I'd never seen anyone throw themselves at a machine like he did. He said a warrior shouldn't be praised for fulfilling their duty.
Oh yeah, he was the one that stuck his hand in the monster
Never
thingy.
thought a Tanakh and a Nora war chief could have so much in common.
Yeah, that's what people do.
I'm guessing Talana didn't stay for long?
You got that right.
I didn't get to see her.
Makes you wonder what this Amadis guy did to grab her attention.
I'll find
Whatever
out.
it was, she didn't tell me.
Must be quite a story.
I guess she'll tell us when she's ready.
That's gotta be the comic, right? I feel like it is. Maybe.
How's everyone handling their focus?
And we all have our difficult moments. Erend definitely curses the most. But I'm hoping Oseram's stubbornness prevails.
Oh, this is cute. I like this
How's
shit.
everyone doing?
So cute.
Just taking it all in. No one snapped their bowstrings yet.
Are you using them? You're training.
How's, training with Zoe.
You know we really are training. Mostly. Look, she reads glyphs faster than I can already. I'd be a fool to refuse her help.
Of course. You guys reading something over there?
We just finished going through all the logs you collected back in Nora territory.
Yeah,
Mother Mountain.
I got them all.
It's hard to imagine
Christ.
that my ancestors were trapped inside, without the knowledge from Apollo to guide them.
Yeah.
Mr. Ted Faro.
Yeah.
Yes, we can agree on that. Weird beard, but lovable.
Not to mention terrifying. They weren't much more than kids.
And they became an entire tribe.
Mm-hmm. And I also love the fact that Erend did actually try to hit on Aloy at first, and she was just like, nah, bud, nah.
Their ship didn't explode on its way to Sirius like everyone thought.
And we saw how they lied about creating a better future.
We love Varl here.
Guess they lied about what happened to their ship, too. But still, the tribe settling...
And I miss his beard already.
I couldn't put a single dent in their shields, Varl. That one Zenith almost killed me.
That didn't stop you from resurrecting Gaia. Won't stop us from using Hephaestus against them.
Let's hope that's enough. Think you can hold the fort while I'm gone?
If Aaron stops listening to the same music over and over again, maybe. We'll be fine.
Aloy, we've gathered some supplies in that chest. Take what you need.
Okay. That's fair. I don't remember much of what he was like in the first game, but he's friendly in this. I like him.
Very lonely.
Varl looks happy about his training partner.
Learning is best done together.
I'm sure it is. Companions.
You've spoken with Kotallo?
A few words. Tenakth don't have much use for us outsiders. You must have made quite the impression for him to offer his fealty.
You really gotta hand it to him. He's making an effort.
Erend, I assume?
Of course. Any friend of Varl's is a friend of mine. In
You-
this case, a very loud friend.
He is a very loud friend. I will grant you that much.
I see you've settled in.
Gaia did say this place was built for us, so we could regain control of our lands with her terraforming system. Nurture them like the land gods do Plainsong's fields. It does strike me as odd that a place of life should have so much metal.
Well, only so much you can do.
Right, I should probably go.
I shall return to our training then.
Okay. Alright, Erend, what you have to say? How are you settling in, bud? You like these weird chairs? I like how they've decorated it with the stuff that they know how to decorate with.
Hey,
A nice place.
well, it's not like I built it or anything.
Right. Well, I can see why you had your doubts about bringing us along.
Yeah, there's a lot for you to catch up on.
Take in.
Yeah.
But don't worry. That's nothing I can't handle.
Right.
Yeah, you big teddy bear. Alright, companions.
How are you settling in?
Varl's been helping me get the lay of the land.
You should
When
be
he's not getting
silenced.
all
Why are you
tongue.
not?
I don't know who makes him more nervous, that Gaia lady or our new Utaru friend.
Well, what about the Vanguard? Aren't you supposed to be back east, ordering them around?
I sent some of them back to Meridian with a message. I doubt Avad will mind me sticking around to help the savior of Meridian.
He my boyfriend.
So, you've met our new Tenakth friend.
He's, quiet. I thought his people were supposed to be bloodthirsty maniacs.
You shouldn't
Actually-
believe everything you hear.
Actually, lovely people.
Well, I guess if you trust him, so do I.
They just like fighting.
So, Talana came by the base?
I'm more like rushed through. I was hoping she'd stay for a drink at least. Only Carja I've ever met who's any fun. But it seemed like she had more pressing matters to attend to.
We'll get to those at some point, I'm sure.
I see Varl gave you a focus.
Well, it doesn't look as fashionable on me, but by the Forge, the things I've been able to see. Granted, a lot of them are bad, you know, the
Yeah.
whole world ending and such. I'm still trying to wrap my head around most of it, but I never really understood how you were ever able to find my sister back in the Sundom.
Now you can.
And now I do. Sort of. It makes me feel like I could be useful. You know?
Yeah.
It takes some time, but yeah.
I mean, I've been learning it since I was a kid, so you all gotta catch up faster than that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When Varl first told me those bastards come from the stars, I thought he'd eaten too many of those medicinal berries. Yeah, but I've gotten used to seeing impossible things, thanks to you. I just wish they weren't always trying to kill us.
Yeah, that would be fun.
You and me both.
Alright, farewell. Is your beard?
I just keep practicing with this thing.
Alright, let's find Kotallo and see what he's up to.
Holograms. Gaia, I thought you said the data here was lost.
I was able to repurpose the equipment to store the data you have acquired in your travels.
Handy? Handy indeed.
Anybody seen one of my machine strike pieces?
Oh, don't tell me you play Machine Strike. I'm gonna have to.
Erend and Kotallo moved their stuff in.
Oh wow. It's kind of cool seeing like old world architecture meet like current tribe.
Guess Gaia hasn't been able to restore access yet. Huh. Looks like someone's rearranged stuff in here.
Aloy, I see you found your room.
My room?
Your companions thought you would appreciate a private space of your own.
I muted you. Get down. Mustache. Mustache. Alright. Okie dokie. What this? Token.
This is the rite of passage that Vashav gave me at the embassy.
Don't you boo me.
I liked him. He seemed like a good man.
Oh yeah, my knife.
I think he was really looking forward to going home.
I think that's the first game's bow there as well. What this? Oh, no. Down.
My old spear.
Ah.
Rust helped me make it. And I finished my training. Feels like so long ago now.
Yeah, like a lifetime, in fact. Pendant.
I've been carrying Elizabeth's pendant with me for months.
Ah.
But since we're gonna stay a while, I think I'll keep it here, where it'll be safe.
Aw. It's like the Avengers game, but like single player, where you have the hub and stuff to talk about.
I just think she talks a lot.
Okay. Kotallo, you staying in here? Oh, you're looking at stuff.
Enemy is immortal. Most of my people don't survive past 30. Aloy.
Hi.
It's good to see you. I'm guessing you've got a lot of questions?
I've been told of our enemy and their intentions. Your friends showed me to the vision you keep in this place. Gaia.
It's a god of some kind.
Give me this focus. I don't pretend to fully understand everything, but all I really need to know is where to train and when to fight.
Welcome to the team, then.
Let's talk about the Tenokth. You and the Sky Clan.
You said the Bulwark was your home a long time ago. That you were part of the Sky Clan.
Yes.
That's all you're gonna tell me?
Fine. As you wish. My parents were killed in a clan skirmish, so I was raised by my squad. As I grew older, I came to be known as an accomplished fighter. Tekote took a special interest in me. I fought by his side against the Karja, and led my squad on a dangerous climb into the Daunt. It was I who opened the gates at Barren Light from the east side, allowing the Tenokth to raise it.
That must have gotten you some attention.
Indeed. I was welcomed home as a hero, and I was content.
Then why'd you leave?
I
Boo.
became a marshal.
Why did you become a
Why
marshal?
did you leave the Sky Clan to become a marshal?
I was sent to the Kulrut by Tekote. Back then, I would have obeyed his every order.
You can't prove that.
Him, like one would a father. I was too blind to see the fear in his eyes. Fear of a rising young warrior challenging his command of the clan. I returned a hero from the battle at Barren Light. But to him, I was only a threat. Never occurred to him that I had no interest in rising above my station.
Tekote's scheme.
Why did Tekote think you wouldn't be a threat to him if he sent you to the Kulrut?
Tekote knew that if I survived the Kulrut, I'd be forced to forsake the clan to serve the Tenakth as a whole. I'd never be allowed to challenge his command, even if I wanted to. After our victory at Barren Light, Tekote spoke to our people, said it would be selfish to rob Hekarro and the marshals of a warrior like myself, even though he knew perfectly well I had no intention of ever leaving.
Yeah, he's a little shit, we know this.
Guised as an honor. One he knew I couldn't refuse.
At least you got a better boss.
And never looked back.
I'm sorry you had to go through that.
I am not. Though it pained me at the time, a marshal is what I was destined to be.
Probably wouldn't have found you if you weren't, so yeah. The Wings of the Ten.
When we were at the Bulwark, the guard said something about the Wings of the Ten. Hekarro also mentioned it at the Kulrut. Dekka, too. What does it mean?
The visions tell us that the Ten flew on great metal machines with wings.
Planes.
And leapt into battle from the sky. For us, to imitate this feat is the ultimate expression of martial prowess. And it is why the challengers leap into the arena during the Kulrut. Many times I imagined it as a child. The feeling of freedom. And the awe it must have inspired.
I'm gonna get you a flying mount, and you're gonna feel that, my friendo.
What did Chief Hekarro say when you told him you were joining me here?
You spilt rebel blood at the Grove, and helped reunite the clans. There was little more to be said. He understood.
Well, I'm honored he lent me his best marshal. At least for a little while.
Indeed.
I'm getting Mass Effect vibes from these companions.
What are you looking at over there?
In the base.
The others have been helping me decipher the
Are any of them gonna
symbols
die?
shows me.
I hope not.
So, I thought I'd try to understand the weapon you intend to use against the enemy. This Hephaestus, it will be able to make machines? That answer to Gaia?
Yes.
How many?
As many as we need.
Such power. Has the world ever seen the like?
Kind of.
Now that you know who the enemy is, do you have any questions?
I'll admit, I
I don't know.
hard to grasp.
Guess we'll find out.
From the heavens. And invulnerable.
For now.
I will leave the strategy to you. I trust you will point my blade where it will cut the deepest.
This, I mean, it has.
We've had some time with the team now.
It doesn't have morality. It does have the like decisions.
I was surprised to see an Utaru here. Farmers don't make for effective soldiers.
You'd be surprised.
I'm told she rallied some in her tribe against the Karja, and fought all the way to Barren Light.
Interesting. Perhaps I'm mistaken.
I respect that he realizes like.
I should go.
Like, oh,
Feel free to
guess
check
I
in
was
with
wrong
Carl
then. Instead of like,
and
probably a lie or some shit, I don't know.
I will. May the Ten walk with you.
You're a good boy. You keep being a good boy. Yes, exactly. Especially from a clan of supposed bloodthirsty maniacs. Tenakth Marshal can be upgraded with its funny hat. Boop. So I'm gonna have to start fighting elemental creatures soon, which is just lovely. Oy. Can I learn to override anything else? Nope. So the ones I can override now from this is the Fanghorn, the Plowhorn, the Rollerback, the Scrapper, Skydrifter, which I don't think I can ride, unfortunately. Wide Maw. I can actually override the Claw thingies. So much prejudice and character growth after. Yes, very much so. Why do I have a stamina thing on me?
The old ones created so many wonderful inventions to help others.
I think that's everyone that we should talk to. So let's go into Gaia and reestablish Aether.
Welcome back, Aloy.
Yo.
When you're ready, please merge Aether with me.
Well, first...
Afterwards, I must discuss an important matter with you.
Yeah, I saw that too. Yes, there seems to be one legendary we can override near the end. That's gonna be fun. Okay, spinal column being broken. I need a chair with better butt support. You got all the burbs now. Can I have a burb? Please? 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 I want to fly.
So, what did you want to discuss?
While you were away, I received an unusual transmission on my dedicated Eleuthia frequency.
What's that mean?
Eleuthia. That's one of the sub-functions you couldn't detect before.
Ooh!
Yes. The transmission occurred so slowly that at first it seemed like an accidental blip of data amongst background static. Once I noticed this irregularity, it took some time to collate the complete message.
SOS. Beware. And a location.
Where does it lead?
To a mountain to the northwest of this facility. A word of caution, Aloy. It is possible this transmission is genuine. It is also possible it is being broadcast by someone or something else.
You don't think it's actually Eleuthia?
I am uncertain.
What's SOS?
It is an old world code. A distress signal. A desperate plea for help.
Doesn't it mean save our souls?
Why would Eleuthia send a coded transmission on a frequency
Possible
only
Grand
two
Canyon.
can communicate on?
Is Grand Canyon close to Las Vegas? I don't think so.
Avoid detection,
I don't know.
or at least to create the appearance of the desire to do so. I am also uncertain why Eleuthia would expect that I would be able to detect and respond to its distress signal at all. As far as it is aware, I no longer function.
Okay, so either Eleuthia is in trouble and sent the message hoping you were out there, or someone else is trying to get us to go to these coordinates, pretending to be Eleuthia.
I mean, we'll find out.
That's my conclusion as well.
Could this be Zeniths?
Could the Zeniths be sending the transmission?
According to the data I reviewed on your focus, the Zeniths recovered the other Gaia root kernel in the Hades Proving Lab. It is feasible they used it to gain access to my internal frequencies.
So...
Shit.
Maybe they sent it thinking you'd respond and reveal your location.
Possibly. However, the transmission is highly irregular. If they intended to provoke me into revealing myself, I would expect the communication to be more routine.
Right. So maybe it's not them then.
An SOS, as she said, is an old world code, so someone new wouldn't send it. It would have to be either the Zeniths.
The coordinates lead to a mountain to the northwest. What's there?
Eleuthia.
I have no record of anything of note in that vicinity.
Okay, and what about the other number in the message? 237. Any idea what that means?
I have queried my available databases, but it does not appear to have any significance. Perhaps its meaning can only be understood at the indicated coordinates.
Guess we'll find out. I'll investigate.
I'll go to the coordinates and check out the source of the transmission.
All by yourself? Ha!
Howdy, friends.
No way.
I included Erend and Varl in this briefing via their focuses. I concur that you should not investigate this alone.
What if it's a trap?
Of course it could be a trap. But if it really is Eleuthia, then it's in trouble, and I need to bring it back.
Friendship.
Don't worry. I'll be careful and...
We're coming with you.
Fine. Go grab your things.
We'll wait for you at the west exit, in case you need to upgrade your gear.
Oh, it could be. Oh god, what if it's an alien that's been trapped? I don't want that. Okay. So I think we have enough time to... Ooh, points. I have 4 points. I think we have enough time to at least get this mission underway. If not, get it done to go to the area. But it's not near a mountain. It is in the desert area. We shall see. Eleuthia. Tools. I got more tools. Stamina stuff. Resources. Cradle of Echoes. I am intrigued. Oh, I was supposed to level up, you twit. I have 4 points. Okay, I have all the level 1-1s from here. 1-1. 1-1-1-1. Okay, so let's get the ones here. I don't often find myself deconstructing traps, but I don't see why not. Craft tools, faster, that's good. Resilient Trapper, I can take more damage from those, that's good. And a better trap limit. And food duration. I mean, I don't really use food as much as I should. Right, I guess we'll go. I'm already halfway to max level. Ooh.
Good to know. I'll check it out when I can.
Where is it? Which one is it? There are many rooms here.
Oh, looks like I can open that door now.
Which one? This one?
Gaia, what was this room for?
This was intended to be a recreational room for Control Center operatives. Unfortunately, the entertainment modules were lost with the Apollo database.
Y'all got PS5s? PS6s? PS 6.5. Okay, that one's still closed.
Door's locked until Gaia can restore access.
I've already been here. So I guess it was that room. That somehow people have already moved stuff into. Alright, whatever. Nothing else of note. I guess I'll move on. Hi, buds.
There she is.
You ready to head out?
Alright, let's get going.
Let's go.
Look at us. 3 battle-hardened badasses forging into the unknown.
Oh, one of you are gonna die, aren't you? I'm worried. I have concerns. Oh, climbing. Okay, put the controller down.
This distress call had to be up a really steep mountain, huh?
There's a machine here. Verbena. Oh, this can only go extremely well.
What the hell?
Oh! So we learned that the shields do have, like, a peak. Oh, okay. Good to know.
Well, that takes the keg.
Yes, so the shields can take a specific amount of damage. It's not just exactly plot armor that lasts forever.
Carl, see if there's anything over there.
On it.
Alright, I'm gonna check out this person's corpse and take her shield.
Let's start with that Zenith. Oh, there are obviously more Zeniths than we know about.
Can't believe you
Oh,
fought
yeah.
one of them.
Almost didn't make it. Oh, the snow's dampening sounds. Whatever the rebels did, it took down her shield. But why was she here? I can access her last communication file, but
Then let's...
I'll use my focus to scan the battlefield too.
Alright.
What about that crazy weapon the Zenith had?
It looks like she can make it
Over,
come and go at will,
What do you have for me?
but it's gone now.
I checked everywhere, still no
Yeah.
sign of the asset.
Well, go do your
Can
thing.
we call off this pointless
I'll wait
search
here.
already?
Let's not forget who let it slip away in the first place.
Gerard!
Now, I'd like to see results by nightfall. Do you think you can manage that?
Hold on. I think I see something.
So then she was attacked. Okay, let's scan, shall we?
Forge is grand. What a mess.
God, these things look weird.
The Spectre had instructions to assist recovery of the asset. I wonder what this asset is.
Should have brought a shirt. Is that gun still attached? Ooh, might need to take that off in a minute.
An Oseram with a focus. Looks like he was sending data on the weapons somewhere else. The weapon's still hot.
Would be.
I need to know how it worked. But I'll have to check on it once it's cooled off.
Use water. Is the other clone gone? From the encounter we had with the clone, they took the clone away safely with the, whatever the thingy was. So she's off somewhere with the other people. The other Zeniths. Presumably.
Looks like the rebels camped here for a while. Are they watching this area?
Why?
Alright. I think I have an idea what happened here.
I fucking don't. Alright, let's talk about it.
All right, she who sees the unseen. What did you find out?
Oh, that's true.
This was a carefully planned attack.
Okay, how far
We
could
found
she
camping
get,
gear
though?
Up there. The rebels must have been staking out this place for at least a few days.
Why?
They were waiting for the Zeniths to show up. All so that they could test that weapon. The Zeniths have a personal shield that makes them invulnerable, but somehow the weapon got rid of it.
Yeah, I had a version of that and still kind of do.
I was sending data on it somewhere else. It was probably just a prototype.
How did they get the Zenith
I've known
there?
tinkers that do that. I'd do a little trial run before breaking out the real thing. Well, I guess it's still a work in progress, if it blew up.
But we need to make one.
Searching for something she lost. Her drone had instructions to recover something called the asset.
The asset? Is that the sub-function thing that you said could be here? The Luthia?
Doubtful.
I'm not sure. Come on, let's go talk to Varl.
They don't really need that asset, do they? What was Aletheia for? One of them was for animals, one of them was for people, and one of them was for something else. Oh, the knowledge. I think that was Apollo. Oh, you were for people. The icon. Okay, so maybe they need more people. Maybe that is what they're after. Huh. The thickened plots. Enjoy looking into this cave? I know, but I don't really know what Aletheia means, so...
Something tunneled straight down into the mountain.
Oh fuck, I just noticed, yeah.
Whatever it was, it must have been powerful. That Zenith the rebels killed was looking for something called... the asset. I don't know what it is, but my guess is it's somewhere down there.
Alright.
Like Poseidon, obvious.
Erend, stay here and stand watch. That Zenith isn't the only one of its kind. I don't want to be caught by surprise if the others show up. Contact us by focus if you see anything.
Gaia, obvious.
Okay. Any trouble shows up, I'll call you.
Apollo, I guess, obvious. Hephaestus, don't really know what that is. Okay, let's get this done.
There's some kind of old world ruin down here.
You said the Zeniths have their own backup of Gaia, right?
Yeah, from the Proving Lab.
So maybe they were after Aletheia. Found its hiding spot, so it sent the distress signal.
Maybe.
One way to find out, I guess. Up, 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 up. Okay, there's actually nothing out here. I thought there might be something. Aloy, if you would like to work with me here, thank you. Anything? Nope.
Looks like some kind of data center. I might be able to access the facility systems from that console.
Then let's... I thought it was a sword.
I've never seen a transmitter like this before.
Okay.
Looks like it's self-destructed.
Alright, let's do stuff. Ooh! That was a bad snap.
This was a Far Zenith research lab. It looks like a lot of data was beamcast from here recently. From that device nearby.
Then let's...
So Aletheia's gone?
If it was ever here, then probably.
Hmm.
But then why were the Zeniths still searching for the asset?
Don't need to walk through stuff.
Let's keep looking
Barrel,
around.
but okay. Okay, let's use our focus, see if there's anything else important nearby. Nope. Transmitter. Command log. Could be worth having a look at. It was a text file, never mind. Okay. Am I gonna get attacked in here? Methinks.
So, exploring another Far Zenith ruin.
Oh yeah, this is your second
At least
one.
this one doesn't seem to have giant killer machines.
Yet.
Or anything you can blow up.
Yet. Let's not speak too soon. The day is young. Alright. Let's check inside this door, shall we? Surely if that box is there...
Find anything that might tell us what the asset is?
I don't think so.
Then that, like, surely that means that our people have been down here and left it, right?
All this stuff.
Hmm.
Wonder what they were doing here.
Well, knowing Far Zenith, probably discovering amazing things. For their own benefit.
Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
Okay, wait, I missed stuff. Gimme. Up. Up, up. Open door, get on floor.
This place is huge. Some kind of storage room, maybe.
Maybe the asset is in here somewhere.
We'll find out, I
It
guess.
is. Somehow the Zenith couldn't find it. Let's look around. So, how is Erend taking all of this? Really?
Well, Gaia, the Zeniths, the Focus. It's a lot.
It is.
But when I caught up to him in the Daunt and said you needed our help, he dropped everything and turned around.
Well, he's loyal. That's for sure.
That much we knew. He's a lovely daddy boy. He's a big teddy bear and I love him. Which means he's probably gonna get killed. Games like this have ruined me mentally. Like, oh, this is a lovely character. When do they die?
The control console. To access the storage units.
Can it tell us if the asset is in one of them?
Well, let's find out.
No supplies? Alright. Let's access the control panel. So, first of all, supplies. Thank you. I don't have a code.
236 containers in storage. Please enter the container number you'd like to retrieve.
237.
236? Wasn't there a number in the distress signal?
Secret number 237. This looks like incubation, right? What? No, this is Alethea, so this would have been where they made people. Or, I mean, it could be both for all I know. It is! Why was she here? Unless it's a different one.
Aloy.
It's Beta.
It's you.
Unless it's not.
Skin's like ice.
Why did she come here?
Must have cut this from her head. But why?
Oh, did they have her under control? Because of how, like, Elizabeth's personality is, she would have rebelled.
Elizabeth. Apologies, I don't know what else to call you. My name is Beta. I'm afraid I must be brief. I only have a few minutes before my keepers discover I'm missing, and
she ran away.
Implant. I had hoped to find shelter with you, but if you're viewing this, I may be dead. Be careful when you take on Far Zenith. They are ruthless, and they have Alethea, Artemis, and Apollo now.
Oh, okay.
But at least I don't have the Gaia kernel to merge them with. You must succeed. Oh, this was all for nothing.
You did call it.
Good luck. And goodbye.
Beta, would you like your own name?
She's still alive.
We need to get her back to...
Oh shit, they can fly? Aloy! Aloy, can you hear me through this thing?
What's going on, Erend?
2 of those Spectre things just fell out of the sky. One of them is heading down towards you. The other one's waiting up here.
We're coming up. Stay in cover until I get there.
You got it.
Get her to cover in that room. Whatever happens, she stays with us.
I mean, they don't know to use 237, just put her back.
I'll protect her.
I should prepare before the Spectre gets here. I can't let it get through to Varl and the clone.
Oh, fuck. Prepare? Oh, jeez. All right. Misa gonna die. I'm gonna die so bad. Okay, how do I fight? Yeah. Yeah, Erend, I'm sure he's... I mean, he might join me, who knows? How do I prepare for a fight when I don't know what I'm going to be fighting?
Here it comes!
Oh, a Spectre. Oh, those things, right. They said that, I just didn't realize. Okay, Spectre. Tell me what I need to know. Ooh, you're slick. Weak to acid and plasma, I have one of those. You have a component that I need to rip off, which is this. Your gun. Yes! I will detach that as soon as I can. Explosives. If I shoot... What is that, the eyes? Detachable. Okay. That's indestructible, but you're a weak spot. If I... So I can detach it. Wait. It says it can't be destroyed. And it doesn't say it's detachable, but disables an ability if detached or destroyed. Explain this to me. That's detachable. Your... What is it? Your vector thruster. So that probably removes your ability to fly. Explosive if I shoot the butt. Got it. Detachable. Also, it's your nano plating, so that's your gold armor. Take those off as well. That's a weak spot. Contains valuable resources. Tear it off. Got it. Alright, let's go.
Ugly one, aren't you?
I didn't mean it. Let's not go. Okay, I don't have any terror arrows, which is great. Wait, it's weak to... What was it? Acid? Let me just check real quick. So I don't waste any arrows. It's weak to acid, yeah. Acid and plasma. Why? It'll be easier to tear once I have what I need. Jesus, what even hit? What?
I should scan that thing. See if it has any weak spots.
Already scanned it, Aloy. Calm down.
That thing's quick.
Yeah. Would be. Oh! Okay. Let's make some more of this. I need to take off the guns. Where are they? There. There. Of course, they're protected. Now let's get a sharp shot bow up in here. Ooh, you're already nearly dead, to be fair. Ooh, no. I'd like to take the components off you now, but... Okay. I don't know which ones I need to take. Why can't I scan? Why can't I scan? What? Okay, stuck in a wall. Going. What the feck? What? You know, I'm curious actually, real quick. Since I have two bows that do poison arrows, and I just noticed that they share the same ammo pool. Let's see which one does a better poison. This one. So I should use this one. Okay, good. Good. Let's... You know what? Let's use my favorite weapon that actually works sometimes. He says as he gets hit. Oh, Whoa! It's gone, okay. Where are you slinking off to, bud? Where are you going? Ooh, you left a fire trail. That's not what I want. Oh! There we go. Oh, it's asleep. Aw, I was hoping to catch that. Well, let's just go ahead and kill you then. Whoop! Boop! Right in the butt. I was hoping to get some of your components off, but...
Are you okay, Aloy?
Yeah, I'm heading up top. Stay down here with the clone for now.
Not as hard as fighting a gigantic snake or an Oliphant, but... not awful at all. Let's change back into our cinematic outfit because it looks better than wearing a Tanox for cutscenes. Yes, first try. Because I actually had the weapons I needed to actually fight it. Yeah, my butt.
Gotta get back up top and deal with that other Spectre.
Oh, there's another one.
I just hope Aaron stays in cover.
Is Aaron gonna die? It's possible. Okay.
Aloy!
Yo.
Aaron!
Yeah, the Spectre's dug its heels in. It's got me pinned down.
Don't worry, I'm on my way.
Hang tight. I'm almost there.
Just hurry.
What?
Oh, that doesn't sound good. I gotta get to Aaron.
This large run makes me think he's gonna be dead, but we'll see.
Aaron, I'm here.
Okay, he's fine.
Watch out! That thing's shooting.
Let us change back into an actual armor that can protect us from the bullets.
Down the center.
Stay put.
What?
I'll see what I can do.
Okay, what I
Second you need me, I'm there.
what I can do is poison it.
It's on the move.
Got your back, Aloy.
Nope. The teamwork gets me. RDM, Vara, Aaron, shut up. I'm used to talking to Vara when I fight. There we go. I don't know why I'm shooting, but I'm shooting.
That's the quick way to take it down.
Oh yeah? What? Let's get some Let's get some components off, shall we? I like you better when you have no armor, fuck you. And your extended Spectre family. Whoa! So how did they take down a Spectre on their own?
Aloy, get out of there!
Yeah, a bit late for that, bud. Okay, good. What? But
You okay?
been better, bud. Been better. I would love to use that weapon against you, but you have it protected at all times.
Aloy, you need this.
Alright, I'll pick it up then. Whoa, okay, okay. I'm running out of healing. Come on. No, okay. Can you hit this thing with acid? Okay, okay, okay. We're moving. We are grooving.
Now we're talking.
Okay, okay, okay. I see where you're coming from, sir. But I'm also out of healing. So we're gonna have to finish this soon. I was hoping to get one of your weapons off and use it, but
Take him down. And now's a good time to hit it with plasma.
I don't have plasma, Errand, but thanks for the advice. Right, if I'm not getting your weapon off, then I might as well just kill you. I'm happy for you, loving that hammer. There you go. And now let's put you down. What? There we go. Yes. Yeah. Oh, I didn't even notice the numbers, to be fair. How you doing, Beta?
Aloy, she's... Look, I swear I'm not drunk, but right now I'm seeing double.
If Elizabeth were here, you'd be seeing triple.
But it'll have to wait.
She needs a healer, but we need to get her back to the base immediately.
Right. Yeah. Well, what are we waiting for then?
Just accept the crazy and move on.
You two go on ahead. I need to take another look at that weapon.
Ooh, weapon.
If I can figure out how that thing works.
I even said earlier, before I went in, I should take the weapon off of that Ravager, because I'm probably going to need it. And I didn't even use it. It was there for a reason. Oh, well, we got there in the end. Been easier if I got the gun, but still.
Maybe the Zeniths won't be so invincible after all.
Alright, so what am I looking for here? Boop. Alright, which one did I down? I need to pick it for parts. It's all nanotech.
Send this to my stash.
Ooh, medical stuff. Medical berries! Do I get a new weapon? This sure would have been nice beforehand, wouldn't it? Just using the shots now because I might as well.
Fire without ammo.
I could have actually taken this off. Making a scene because I feel like it. Oh, more berry, more berry, more berry, more berry, more berry. It's right. Fine. I didn't even want it. I didn't even want a berry. Alright, this is cool now. Let's see if we can use it to destroy our enemies. Fuck me, I guess.
Damn it.
Ooh, what did they use in the middle? A disco ball. Oh my god, actually.
It's better than nothing.
Wow. They used a disco ball. Woo. Okay, stretch the spine. Break the bones. We're nearly through with this. What time is it? Ooh, it's 9:30. Yay. To speed up, travel over long distances, override stuff so you can stuff with stuff. Yeah. Okay. Bar's not moving. Yeah. It's moving. And or grooving. Well. Technology, we made it.
Fragment to Gaia to analyze. If we can replicate it.
Oh, yay, more people to talk to for 10 minutes.
I should check on the clone, too.
Yeah, let's do that.
Well, where's our guest?
We're in the maintenance corridor below the control room.
Okay.
So the old ones painted their faces.
Let's talk with everyone first, real quick, because we'll be ending this video here after I do this.
Yeah. I mean, why wouldn't I be?
Because there's two of me now.
Right, there's two of you now. At least you seem to be handling it okay.
I've seen her once
I
before.
didn't say that exactly, but I'm trying.
Alright, let's talk about companions.
Did you speak with Beta at all?
She didn't really wake up till we brought her here. And when she did, I thought it'd be better if Zoe and Varl took care of her. No use crowding someone when they're in a state.
That's true. Training.
What you reading next?
I saw Gaia added something to the archives about metal rods being used to harness lightning during storms.
Oh yeah, lightning
reminded
rods.
me of a cousin of mine. Thought he could trap lightning if he covered himself in Stormbird plates. Went up the tallest mountain in the claim to prove it. It ended like a lot of Oseram things do. With a spark and a boom.
Did he die? I feel like he died.
What are you working on with your focus?
I'm still figuring out how to read stuff on this thing. Those two lovebirds over there have been giving me a hand. But to be honest, all the little symbols, they give me a headache. But I'll get up to speed. I promise.
Don't stare at screens too long. Coming from someone who's been staring at the screen for like 5 hours.
Causing too much trouble.
Okay. Zoe, what you gotta say?
Aloy, you're back.
Yeah, I'm just, checking up on how everyone's doing.
You mean after meeting someone who looks exactly like you, but isn't you, down in the basement?
Yeah.
Guess this must be even stranger for you than it is for us, huh?
Well,
A little.
I am already a
Var
clone
said
of
she may
someone,
be able
so
to help us in our mission, though.
Maybe.
we'll talk to her and find out. Companions!
You said you met Beta?
Varl mentioned she was hurt. I thought I'd offer her an extract to soothe the pain.
That was kind of you.
I just hope she doesn't plan on staying burrowed down there like that.
We'll
She
see.
looks like she's barely seen the light of day as it is.
She's me, but without a
What else have
tan.
you been up to?
I've been studying Gaia's seedlings, the subfunctions. I wanted to understand why one of them would do what they did to Fa. Imagine my surprise when I looked into this Hephaestus and found out it helped create all machines, our land gods included. In a way, the Utaru owe Hephaestus our whole way of life,
Yeah.
as well as our current troubles.
Yeah.
That's why we have to make Gaia whole again.
Wait, so they have... The Zeniths have
Learned anything
Apollo.
interesting lately?
There's been much to read up on now that Ether has
Oh.
been reunited with Gaia. It's hard to imagine.
Was Aiba gonna
that
become
machines
famous,
like
Spider?
Stormbirds once helped heal the skies. I used to be terrified
Aw.
of them as a child.
Thank you, though.
Wonder still brings chills to my skin. But everything Gaia creates has a purpose, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we can get Hephaestus back, she can get those Stormbirds in line.
You did. You won.
I need to get going.
Alright.
May the
So,
land bloom in your steps.
last person to talk to is Kotalo.
Aloy, there are more supplies in the chest. Help yourself.
Alright. Kotalo, you're in here with the stuff and the things.
Looks like some of the holograms are working now.
I have repurposed the displays to track Regala's activity in the region.
A useful war map.
Oh! Ooh, interesting. Alright. What you want to talk about?
Interrupting.
No, but I must ask. The woman Varl and Aaron brought in, she's related to you.
It's hard to explain. She's more of a copy.
Good. If she's anything like you, we've just gained reinforcements.
That's one way to look at it. Alright,
I
companions.
heard my friend Talana came by the base. Did you get a chance to meet her?
Briefly. A bold woman going into Tenakth territory with that Karja armor of hers.
Yeah,
She'll be lucky if
she
my
cares little.
shoot her on sight.
She'll be careful. She's just looking for someone who might need her help.
Whoever it is, they better be worth dying for.
I'm sure we'll find out at some point.
Have you had a chance to speak with Varl?
Briefly. He fought well against Regala's troops at Barren Light. Are all Nora as skilled as the two of you?
I'm not exactly one of them. But anyway, the Nora can hold their own. They managed to push the Karja from their lands.
That's true.
I thought my tribe was the only one to have done that. Impressive.
I love this
You
lore.
said you were training with
Like,
the Focus?
The different tribes we're learning about.
I've been
Expanded from the ones we already knew.
of your first fight with the Zenith Spectres. They are faster and more agile than any machines I've faced before. How many do the Zeniths have?
God knows.
Not sure. Probably a lot.
I would not wish to face them en masse.
1 minute, I gotta sort that out. Right, all back, all good.
I'm with you there.
Okay, you're trading.
Getting ether out of the grove made for quite a spectacle.
One that showed the entire tribe that Ikaro's mission for peace is the correct path, for it is now blessed by the Ten themselves.
Alright, the Tenakth. There's nothing new here. Why are you telling me there's something new here? There isn't.
I need to go.
On your way then.
Okay, let's go check on Varl and our lovely new friend in the basement. Haven't even been down here, I don't think.
Glad you made it back okay.
How are you guys doing?
She panicked after waking up and stumbled down here. I thought it best to wait for you.
I'll talk to her. Hello? It's Beta, right? My name's Aloy. What's wrong? Is it your injury?
Simulacrum withdrawal syndrome.
I don't understand.
Sudden removal of a neurologically integrated data device. The brain, especially the cerebellum, goes into a kind of sensory freefall. Everything real feels unreal. Distant.
Is there anything that can help?
Do you have a focus to spare? It's primitive, but
I have a
can make it
lot.
work.
It's primitive. Okay. What are you used to?
Booting up. So, Aloy, I suppose you want information.
About you and the Zeniths? Yeah. Why are they here? What do they want? How did they get you? But let's start the beginning. I'm guessing they faked the destruction of their ship 1,000 years ago?
That seems consistent with their behavior. They wouldn't want to be followed.
So far, Zenith established a colony world after all. Yes, for a few hundred years, but it didn't last.
Shocker.
Some sort of natural disaster rendered it uninhabitable.
Shocker. So we figured that we kind of guessed that.
Escaped a dying planet. And now they want to claim Earth for themselves? Not their descendants. What? Not their descendants. It's them. The same ones who left Earth 1,000 years ago. You didn't know? How can they still be alive? They don't even look... What did they do to themselves? I believe it's a combination of pharmaceutical, cellular treatments, and technological implants. And you? Does that mean that you're... I'm not like them. I was made. On the way to Earth. On the ship. I spent years studying in my training interface, so that I could serve my function. Access and control of the terraforming system. But why? What do the Zeniths want with it? When I discovered the Zero Dawn system had disseminated into its subcomponents, I thought my purpose was to fix it. But I don't think the Zeniths want that at all. I think they want to wipe Earth clean and start over.
Yeah. That much we guessed.
So the Zeniths want to exterminate life on Earth.
Yeah, right?
That's what
they like.
Concluded too. But why? Why kill everyone just to take over? When they took me on missions with them, I saw how they butchered the tribal people we encountered. They didn't seem to care about a rejuvenated Earth, so I concluded that they must want a hard reboot of the system. Then they can redesign it to be exactly what they want. Mass extinction for their own comfort? Who thinks like that? Well, without their guide,
people who have been alive for thousands of years.
The Zeniths needed Elizabeth's gene print to access Zero Dawn facilities. So they made you. Trained you. And you went along with it? They told me I was born to interface with the Zero Dawn system. When we reached Earth, I pieced together what must have happened to Gaia and her subordinate functions. That's when I started to realize I wasn't meant to fix Gaia. That they must have made me so I could do what their remote extinction signal failed to do. Reboot Earth for their own benefit. So you know about the extinction signal? It was speculation, but the only logical conclusion why Gaia suddenly self-destructed after operating efficiently for centuries. Gaia would have only undertaken such a desperate course of action if it had detected a threat to life on Earth that was more dangerous than ceasing function altogether. I should have realized that she would also order the recreation of Elizabeth Sobek to rebuild her. Yeah, well, surprise.
Yeah, it wasn't their plan the whole time. I assume their plan was to sustain life on whatever planet they were on, and when they fucked that up, their plan was to just destroy Earth and then rebuild with the signal, and when that didn't work, when they realized that it was wrong when the signal came back, obviously the thing was to just go and do it themselves. So they made Beta.
So we're dealing with the same Far Zenith people who once lived on Earth. What else do you know about them? They were some of the most affluent and powerful people on Earth. They controlled almost every major resource, every industry.
Assholes.
Gerard
Cool.
commands them. He's the one who decided to set up a base. The others, Eric, Tilda, Verbena, they resent his authority over them, but in the end, they always do what he says.
Well, Verbena's dead, so...
He's the one I fought back in the Hades Proving Lab. He enjoys hurting people.
Yeah, I got that.
I know.
Zenith base.
You mentioned the Zenith set up a base here on Earth. Where is it? Off the coast, I think. Whenever I had to go on missions, I was transported inside of a Spectre drone. I couldn't see anything outside. But I did overhear the Zeniths talking about it once.
Huh.
They were discussing setting up a perimeter energy shield to repel the local fauna. I'm certain they have other security measures. Spectre patrols, machine lures. It must be impregnable. What's inside the base? Launch facilities, so they can shuttle back and forth to their ship in orbit. Plus infrastructure to gather materials and fabricate anything they need. Are there more Zeniths than the ones you met? I'm not sure. I suppose there must be more of them in the base or back on the ship. For all I know, there could be more of them out in space, other survivors of the colony.
Okay.
You said the Zenith's colony in the Sirius system was destroyed. What happened?
They didn't know how to sustain
All I
life.
was ever told was that a natural disaster forced them to leave Sirius. I've speculated that it was an extrasolar object or a cataclysmic seismic event. Or maybe even an abnormally violent coronal mass ejection from Sirius A. The Zeniths never told you any details.
Why would
The
they?
only thing that mattered was that they survived. First Earth, 1,000 years ago, and then Sirius. Guess they survived old age too.
So they just repeated their mistakes, I guess?
How did you escape the Zeniths? Before the Hades Proving Lab, I never thought I'd get away from them. Even if I were to run. I'd never survive on my own in the wilds.
I'd be surprised.
And I thought that maybe you could help me. So when the Zeniths pinpointed Eluthia's location in the biomedical research facility, I saw an opportunity.
Now, the most interesting plot twist I could foresee would be Beta being planted in their base to get the completed Gaia and either corrupt her or take her away. That is a possibility. We'll have to see.
You said you saw an opportunity to escape when you went to capture Eluthia. What did you do exactly?
I don't know if they'd kill Verbena for that, though, although maybe.
To recover a subordinate function, only one of the Zeniths would go with me. The one the rebels killed, outside the facility. Verbena's dead? How did they bypass her shield?
I have
I'm
those
looking into
questions.
it. But you were talking about your escape? Well, when it was time to use the Zenith's transmitter to send Eluthia back to base, I also sent the encrypted transmission. Then I distracted Verbena long enough to seal myself in the ectogenic chamber, altering the facility's log so it appeared that there were only 236 containers. And the Gaia root kernel? I told them I could capture Eluthia faster if I had it with me, and they...
Thank you, Mystic. Oh, Jesus.
Well done.
Thank you so much, Mystic, for gifting those 5 subs. How are you today, sir? Thank you. Jeez.
You said you were born on the way to Earth. In an artificial womb.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
The Zeniths had an ectogenic chamber aboard the ship. An updated version of the one you found me in. They must have used a
Thank you so much,
sample
Mystic.
of Elizabeth's DNA.
I hope you're well.
I doubt Elizabeth would have let them take her DNA. Do you know how they got it? That wasn't part of the archive I was allowed to access.
We are deep in thought. The story is getting really, really interesting.
You said
We
you
good.
spent years studying in a training interface. Was this archive you mentioned part of that? But
Oh, fine.
I was permitted to access.
I hope
Aristotle and
that recovers.
The avatars of the archive would assign me learning modules and evaluate my progress. Wait, those names. They were designed to be the virtual guides for the Apollo database. Before Ted Faro purged it. The Zeniths have a copy. So it still exists. And you got to learn from it. Only what was deemed pertinent to the mission. If I requested information outside of my parameters, my tutors would deny it. To have all that knowledge...
So did they have to raise you
just
too?
out of reach. Must have been frustrating.
Like, I was cloned as a child.
Alright, I think that's enough for now.
Hmm.
Do you want to come upstairs?
Yeah, I mean, as a baby,
Somehow-
rather.
You know, your plan. How long before Gaius fabricated a machine army to defeat the Zeniths? How did you know? Optimal strategy, so? Well, I still have to get 2 more
You might be
subordinate
onto
functions
something,
before
Oni.
Gaia's powerful enough to absorb Hephaestus. What? You don't have Hephaestus already? Gaia's still figuring out how to capture it. It's not confined to a single location. Of course not. You didn't even know who the Zeniths really are. You were supposed to be further along by now.
Okay, maybe not. Maybe...
There was a mistake. They're gonna find me. They're gonna find this place and
Okay.
take me back.
She's not
This was all for nothing.
an implant. She's actually just really scared.
Gaia's using Minerva to mask our location. What difference does it make? You're too far behind. We're never going to beat them. Everything. Everyone. They're gonna die. Hey. Calm down. You're here now, right? So is there anything you can do to help? I have certain knowledge sets. And given your state of progress, expertise you probably lack. Geoengineering, of course. Computer science, physics, biology, chemistry. Okay. Well, See if you can do something with that. Talk to Gaia. I'll check on you later.
How'd it go?
Her injury's not that bad, but I think she regrets coming here. Feeling might be mutual.
I'll come back later and talk to her. See if I can learn anything.
You are a friendly boy.
I should get the weapon fragment to Gaia.
Anything else I can talk to her about? Optional dialogue?
Hey, me again. Was there something else?
Nope. Okay, bye.
That's enough for now. Good.
It's possible. We'll see. I'm interested, though. I'm very interested. How dare the plot be good and the gameplay be good? How dare you, game?
You and Aaron okay?
Nothing some rest can't take
And the
care of.
graphics and all the...
Are you okay? This beta thing, it's a lot.
Is she gonna get to pick her own name?
Trying to take it one step at a time.
Fair enough. If you need anything, just let me know.
Companions.
How's everyone dealing with Beta?
I tried explaining what a clone is to Aaron. He was totally lost.
He would be.
Then Zoe said something about
Yeah, her name
coming from
is
one
Aloy,
seed.
but this
That
copy...
seemed to help a bit.
I guess a quick rundown if you don't know. Aloy is a clone of the original person who tried to stop the Zero Dawn... who set up the Zero Dawn project and tried to stop extinction. Her name was Elizabeth Sobek. Yes. So, Aloy is a copy of her, and Beta, the girl who we were just talking to, is also a copy of Elizabeth, and they, I guess the Zeniths who had her, I'm guessing, named her Beta. So I'm wondering if she's going to get to pick her own name.
I see everyone settling in.
Zoe's planning on bringing all kinds of plants in here. Says a home should always spring with life anew. I asked Aaron to help find some. I think he'd rather stick his head into a snap mall.
Still, it's not a bad idea. Should liven up the place.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's good to see you and Zoe enjoying yourselves.
We're learning a lot.
Oh yeah, Mystic, if you're interested, we're giving away a copy of Horizon Forbidden... Horizon Zero Dawn on Steam.
Study the glyphs. Something from the old world that she's never seen before.
Barrel is very
Instead,
nice,
I
which
found
means he
out
might
they gave
die.
Each other stuffed animals? If you ask me, stuffing a dead animal with anything, really, doesn't sound like a good time for anybody.
Maybe Gaia can help you find something else.
Oh yeah, Oni? I'm hearing you out.
I should get back to the wilds.
I'll keep an eye on Beta. Make sure she's comfortable.
Beta was fed up to be pushed around and now wants to take control of everything. Okay, you're going down a path, and I'm not sure it's what's gonna happen, but I like your thinking, even if it's dangerous. Speculation can only get us so far in this kind of plot. I guess we'll see. But I do love speculating.
Welcome back.
Gaia, shit's fucked. Let's talk.
Aloy, I see we have a new guest.
Oh yeah, so, oh god, doing that
Now
math.
we know the origin of the transmission.
I love that this gets your mind racing, though.
I also recovered this. The
Like
weapon it was part of somehow
there's a lot of
stripped
thought.
the Zenith of its shield, but it malfunctioned and blew up.
Like, not just only a lot of
We can
thought
recreate the weapon and improve it.
in the
Maybe we'll gain the
science,
upper hand on the Zeniths.
but like the new...
I will scan it.
Like the new tribe lore and the world lore, and connecting the old stuff to this one.
By combining the results with data from your focus.
Yeah, that's why I watch
can
murder
infer
mysteries.
that the weapon was
Enjoy your
highly
pancake.
advanced, comparable to Zenith technology. But not how it worked.
Did the explosion corrupt the data?
It was only a catalyst. The moment the weapon malfunctioned, it appears a command executed to purge all data within its core. Ostensibly, this was to prevent the weapon's secrets from falling into enemy hands.
One singular
Whoever designed
pancake.
This weapon knew how to cover their tracks.
Silence.
Oh, you bastard.
Your data on him. That is my conclusion.
Why
as
didn't I
well.
guess that little shit?
And he's not gonna cooperate with us. Well, it was worth a shot. But that's not all. The Zeniths got Eleuthia, along with Artemis and Apollo.
So what
That
did
is
she
unfortunate.
have?
However, our original plan remains unchanged. The 2 remaining subordinate functions should increase my heuristic processing density enough to absorb Hephaestus.
Right. One problem at a time. Well, I guess I better get back out there.
I wish you luck on your search.
Right.
We'll see.
Thanks, Gaia. So I guess we won't be
Later,
making use
boo.
of Sylens' weapon.
Oh, we can continue Talana's mission now. Yay.
Another clone of Elizabeth here with...
A minute. I have to do upgrades and stuff. Oh, yay. Recovered beta. Oh, and it's a hand reaching. Yay. I did look into some of the trophies. I tried to avoid the specific story-related trophies information. But I did look at some others just to know what I would be doing for platinuming this. And I did come across one thing, which is... No, I mean, it's not really like a story spoiler, it's more like a character spoiler of what's going to happen to one character. And it's not like a tragic or anything, it's just... This character is going to get this thing. But okay, more stealth stuff. If she is the beta version, what will the release look like? Ha! Only made of fun.
But I can't let it distract me. I still have 2 more subfunctions to get.
And there's a psych.
I know. It makes you want to punch something. More like someone. Well, you're the one that helped me find it. People make mistakes.
Oh, I love this. It's fun. I'm gonna go outside and save the game because I will forget, and that's not what we want. Is it? Does that mean Aloy would be Alpha or Elizabeth? Would Elizabeth, not Beth. Elizabeth could be pre-Alpha. Just glide onto the save point so I don't forget to save the game. Oh, I'm so excited and intrigued. Okay. So, thank you so very much for joining me in this video, and I will see you in the next one, and I hope that you take care. Bye!